Hello everyone, this is the Starseed Transmission and the Twinflame reading for the 14th till the 21st of January. Well, it was some hectic times with opening portals on the 10-1 and 11-1. You feel it into your body right now. Your body must feel tired or really low in vibration at the moment. Those 2 days were very high in frequency, and now the stabilization is going into your body and DNA. So let's go on. What's going on with the energies at the moment in the twin flame relationship? And these times and these portals will make sure that your twin flame will be in union soon, because I saw the twin flames all come in through the portals and being ready to unite. So let's see what his feeling is now. He is feeling of wisdom. His inner wisdom, finally, after such a long time, he's finding his inner wisdom again, his inner heart. And it feels like a sense of home. He's coming home again, home within himself. But also, I see that a lot of men that was separated by another female or a karmic relationship remembers that who is his twin flame, that his divine feminine is the one he was always with before the separation. And he is longing to go home, longing to go back to her, to that feeling of love, of warmth, of radiance, inner peace, and that the sun will shine again for him, because now he realized what he left behind. And a lot of divine masculine are waking up. They get a wake-up call. Yes, she is my divine feminine, and I let her go because of the separation within myself. And let's see how he sees her. He sees her as dreams coming true. He sees her as the divine universe, as the divine feminine. She carries the Maria Magdalena codes. She carries the energy of the universe. And he's seeing that she follows her dreams. She follows her heart, and she follows the universe where it takes her, and it makes her dreams come true. But also his dreams want to come true, because now he realized that he is the same as her, that he's also this star being, that he's also this radiant being of love, and wants to go home to his feelings, come home to his heart and his heart's desires. And I feel it's as the feminine, I feel it's a very challenging time for them. I also feel that a lot of females will get, or the divine feminines will get their apologies from their divine masculine, because he now realized what he did. And after a journey of maybe 5 years, a journey of 5 years, 4 to 5 years, I feel, he's coming back to himself, and that all aspects he needed is within himself, just to connect to his source, to his heart, to the universe. He realized that he is a part of this universe. He realized that his light is coming back, his love is coming back, and And that is just because of the control of the 3D, of the outer world, that of challenges, of not feeling good enough, of you know, I feel a lot of struggle he went through is healed, and he saw his limitations and his new identity he's creating. And within this new identity, by coming back to his heart and his soul, this karmic relationship, what he was settled for, instead of the union with his divine feminine, totally out of balance is. And he realized, this isn't the balance I looked for. This is just another fairy tale. It's just another separation, part of separation, another part of control. They want to control him. They want to control his feelings, control his situation. And now he realized, whoa, what a great mistake did I make, you know? And he realized that his dreams can come true also, if he puts the effort in and he wants to be vulnerable. So that's what he's going to do about it. What's her feeling now? Her feeling is also standing her ground. You know, she knew that she was his divine feminine. And now she says, well, too bad for you. I will stand my ground. I'll walk my talk. I'll walk my path. And this is what I have to do. Because if I do this and I walk my way, I will receive this light. I receive this love. And I'm doing the work for Mother Earth and for the universe and the whole collective. Because that's what I need to do. And therein she stands her ground, and she sees the light on the other side, and she says, but I need my boundaries, I need to stand for myself. And she does a very good job at this. She's grounded, she is seeing it, she is feeling it, but also she is living it. And that's what she needs to do, because this divine masculine has to stand up for her and not she for him. She showed her love, and she showed him devotion throughout times, and the love she gave him was, and trust she gave him, was unconditional. And she stands her ground in that. She said, I know who I am. I'm this goddess. I'm the goddess, you know. And if you want me, you come up and get me. And if you don't want me, it's just fine. You just settle for less. And if you just settle for less and you go for the swipe love and the swipe relations, wow, good luck for you. But I'm not waiting for you anymore. I'm going on with my journey, and I healed myself. So maybe it's time for you to heal yourself on that part. How does she see him? Well, she sees him as this, that it's a challenging time for him, because he's still searching without himself. And guarding his heart, not want to be vulnerable, and just think, well, I'm this masculine guy, and this is a 3D world, and women offer themselves to me, and it's okay, and let's try this one, and let's try that one, but it will only make sure for more separation. The more separation and the more separation. And they will never feel that complete with themselves if they don't search, do the soul searching for themselves. And I know it's a challenging time, and Divine Feminine knows it's a challenging time for men to feel vulnerable and to look at the parts that still needs to be healed. So they just guard themselves and just take enough with the flesh and the physical. The physical abundance, let's say that. So yeah, and that's make the separation even bigger, because it's up for failure and failure and failure and failure, because they're not coming to their hearts. And that's how she sees him. He's guarding himself, because he can't handle all the love she is willing to give him. Let's see where he's not conscious of. He's not conscious of his abundance, his material harvest, that he did well for himself, that he had abundance in his life, and he's not really looking back to that point. That there were also good things that he harvested within himself, and I have the feeling he is really changing. The Divine Masculine is changing his energy to do more work on himself, because he said he knows, and his wisdom knows that if he does the work within himself, the reward and the gain will only be bigger. This harvest will be more, and not only in material way, but also in abundance, because abundance is not only money, it's abundance is gratitude, it's everywhere. So yeah, and that's what's going on. He's not really conscious of it. If he was conscious of it, that he received so much, and not only of material things, but also in learnings, in lessons, then he would open and say, open hands and say your gratitude, so the flow will continue. And how does he sees the relationship? He sees the relationship as spiritual. He is growing more spiritual, because he's connecting with his heart and his inner wisdom. And he sees that his dreams are coming through. And he really wants this spiritual relationship with her. And he offers her this rose, and he offers he offers her the love and space for holding her and comforting her and being really in alignment with her. And he's giving all he can, in all these energies. He starts to see things more clearly. His third eye is opening. He's seeing future. He's seeing abundance. So he is seeing the relationship with her as a spiritual one that can grow and connect and flourish, and that there is so much to discover together, and they're really like stimulators to each other. They're manifesting, and they both on the same time. They're going outside. They going into the world. They know that they have something to tell to the world, and they do it with support of each other. What is her feeling? What's she not aware of? She is not aware that this is destiny, that they're destined to be together, that the universe brought them together, that spirits brought them together, that that the whole universe was working to get them together and to do the work, and also for their growth, but also for the light and the healing, because they're each other's mirror, and what's going on within her is going on within him, and they know this and they feel this and they support each other in this. How does she see the relationship? She sees him, the divine masculine, as her inner growth, that they growing together, that they making efforts to success, efforts to each other's success. He's stimulating her to be successful and growing, and she is stimulating him to grow and be more more supportive of himself. But she supports him. She supports him in stepping up for himself, business-wise, to get success, to get all the things he needs, instead of being a servant to someone else, just supporting someone else, their welfare, but also stepping up for themselves and supporting their own welfare. And then if they step up to this, they will realize how successful and strong they are, and what they can reach, and what they can offer to the divine feminine, but also what they can do to heal her. And just by their presence, I see a lot of similarities, a lot of, it's the mirroring they do together that really makes them successful in their growth, but also successful out in the outer world, successful with healing, successful with supporting each other. Yeah, I see a lot of support and love, growth, and it's all about the love for both of them, And sometimes the one is more vulnerable than the other one, and then it changes, and they keep each other in balance. What is his challenge? His challenge is not to get into boredom, and he is doing all this stuff not to get bored and to get out of it. He realized that he left something behind, and the grass wasn't greener somewhere else, that it was always right in front of his nose all the time. But because of the separation within themselves, they needed this separation to grow and to find out what's best for them. And now they're a little bit bored by it, because there is no way that they want to go back in a karmic relationship, because the grass who they thought it was greener was even worse, and it died quicker than they thought it would die. And all the promises they made to them, it was just thin air. They couldn't walk their talk. And I see that divine feminine knows this, and she knew this all along, and she is really holding space for him, even if he has a dark time, even if he has a difficult time. She is holding space for him. She will support him always, no matter what, because she carries the Maria Magdalena codes. And that's what probably the other woman feels with the divine masculine, because he carries the code of Maria Magdalena, and she thinks it's him who carries the codes. Of course he carries the codes, but it's the energy of the divine feminine that he spreads. And that makes these guys so attractive. So, and that's why they want, and also the feminine energies who are in separation by betrayal or whatever, you know, go to your secret sisterhood and see, don't stab your sister in the back, and go in uniting with your sister, and be supportive of each other. Because if we as women start to fight with each other over a man, you know, it's just telling you that you have to love yourself more, because you're in separation, because you're in envy, because you want something and you desire something what's from someone else. So if you have the love for yourself, you don't need a man from someone else. You will stand your ground and you will say, no, I'm not stabbing my sister in the back. Or there are women who say, oh, I don't care, because what they did to me, I can do it back. No, that's not the way that's the way you used to do it. No, it's not the way to do it anymore. We have to be considerate of each other and stop this war. You know, it's all about yourself. Low self-esteem. And why do you want something? It has also to do with feeling yourself better than the other woman. It's not about equality. It's not about feeling equal. You know, every marriage has something. Every relationship has his heartaches. But don't project your own stuff onto someone else. And that's what this separation and the battle between women is so terrible, because they can't find the love within themselves, and they're fighting their male aspect. They're fighting against the male, and they want that energy of love, and their hunger for it, and they're not getting it from themselves, not from their soul, because they're separated. And if you're in separation, you're in the mind, you're in envy, in jealousy, in wanting what someone else has. And if that's the case, go and search for yourself and find the love within. So if your twin is in union with someone else, make sure that you heal yourself first. And if it's really your twin, there will come a time, divine time, that he will find his way to you. But never, ever go and step between a karmic relation and your twin, because you lose. And that's another disillusion. So this is a huge fiery thing for the divine feminine to speak out her truth, finally, after so many years, to see your sister as a sister, not as an enemy. The one who you took in for love, it's because of your own lack of self-love. So if you really confident within yourself and you love yourself the way you need to love yourself, you don't need this man from another woman. You will find your own divine man, and you will wait for your twin to come and arrive, because it's just making the war bigger and bigger. And that's all the 3D about the sexuality, about the videos, about everywhere we get programmed with this sex energies, with the lust, and it has nothing to do with unconditional love. It all has to do with separation. And that's just what it is. It's the separation. Separation is your shadow side. Is your shadow side of lust. Is your shadow side of sexuality. And when you're in union with your divine masculine, you will feel the difference. You don't need a union because there is so much love. You know, it's already there. It's already flowing. And the flesh aspect is just the lust. You can also come in union with your twin. And then you will feel the difference between the lust and the sacred sexuality. So, and that's something that's not the same. It's not the same as the 3D love. And we all want this fiery, expanding love, unconditional, and it's only within yourself. And if you're getting into union, then it will be this divine sexuality, sacred sexuality. And that's where we aim for. We don't aim for the 3D lust, short gratification of the body. No, we women are too smart for that. Sorry. Well, what is he doing to get out of all this? He is going to seek within himself, to take the rest, to turn inside, to sit down, go in nature and meditate. He's going to his heart. He's going to settle down, sit down with himself after another disaster, after another short adventure. He says to himself, well, I'm done with it. I'm just going to find and search what's wrong within me. And that will give him the harvest. That will give him the unconditional love he's looking for. What is her challenge? Her challenge is there are so many options. There are too many options for her, romantically wise, but also business wise. And she is standing in front of every door, feeling what is the best way to do it. What do I feel with this? What do I feel with that one? And she's not making any choices. Again, it's like what she's going to do about it to get out of this. She is retreating. She's going into nature, talk to people who speak her language, go within, let her light shine to the outside world where she knows she's needed. And she's retreating herself. And because she knows if the right guy is there, he will step up for her. He will come forward and he will ask her, I know you're my divine feminine. I want to spend my time with you. And she's not waiting for someone else, because she can make a choice. She can go, because her love is unconditional. She can get in union with everyone she wants. Everyone she wants. Yeah. Because it's her flow. It's she is this open heart and without judgments, so she can fit in everywhere. But she says, no, my divine masculine has to stand up for me. He has to show up for me. And if he doesn't, I don't make a choice, because I can go with this man, and I can do this adventure, and I can do this, and it all synchronizes with me because I'm in my heart space. But there needs a special man to step up and be vulnerable and go for her. And she's waiting for that man. She's waiting for that twin. And she's not in a hurry. She's not in a hurry. So she just go with the flow and she let it be. What's the overall energies? The overall energies is material harvest and financial changing. Yes, a lot of financial change. Financial change through victory. They conquer their fear on lack. They're stepping up, both stepping up for what they believe in, for what they saw in the past weeks, what was possible, and they're stepping up and do it for each other and do it for themselves, to show that they can do this on their own, instead of being just a servant for each other and the servant of someone else. No, they can do it for themselves. They can make it for themselves. And this material harvest is changing and is going and flowing to them, and it will triumph them. And that's the energy of the divine feminine and masculine. It's all about new beginnings on every level, on romance, on business wise, of new ideas, new things are born, children, star children are coming in. It's huge this year, but know that you will harvest, and that the love that you deserve is worth waiting for to wait. So, I wish you all the best. If you want a private reading, most readings are an hour. Twin readings. The investment for that is 111. Give me a sign if you want your own reading. There is the last reading will be on the 19th. I hope everything will come out smoothly. I will be available for new readings around the 21st of January by Skype. So give me a call or give me a message by email, shoshona_Jackie@shoshona.com, hotmail.com. So if you give me some reactions, what you thought about this reading. It was a huge one. It was also huge for me personally, but I know that there are a lot of you who resonates there. Of course, I will comment if I can. I only comment on the positive energies. I'm not dealing with negative shit of other people who projecting, who are in separation with themselves. I'm not going into that. So if you really have resonation with this reading, let me know, and I will come back to you. If you want a Starceed transmission with light language to clear your blockages and need help within the feminine and masculine energies within yourself, let me know. I can help you with EMDR, with light language, with healing, with reading. So yes, and I'm so grateful for all the new subscribers. So thank you so much for subscribing, and welcome you all to this readings. And well, see you next week. Have a great time. Blessings. Love you. Blessed be. And enjoy the ride.